Welcome to the Pretty Confident Podcast, where we embrace authenticity, own our worth, and build unshakable confidence. I'm your host, Sierra Renee, so let's dive in. What's up, you guys, and welcome back to another week of the Pretty Confident Podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in, whether you're a new listener or a returning listener or an OG. Thank you so much for being here. I love you guys. If you're new here, I hope you find a home here because I am trying to build a community. I was just saying in my last week's episode that I do not advertise my podcast at all, and it's because I have moved so much and I'm still trying to get my background together. I'm still trying to get that together. All I need is a chair, all right, and maybe a good bright light, and I will be on Instagram, on TikTok more, because I don't know, maybe I need to put this one video in portrait, or put a few videos in portrait and see how I like it in portrait, because obviously if I'm going to advertise on these websites, I'm going to do it in portrait mode. So landscape, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I do need to, step out of my comfort zone and not even wait until I get a chair for back there, because in the next couple months, your girl will be giving birth and I won't be doing any episodes whatsoever. But I do hope that I record enough in advance that I have some episodes to get you guys through at least the month of May. I don't know, that's going to be a real hard goal. I don't know. Should I do it? Should I set it for myself? If I record 3 episodes a week, I bet you I can do that, because 3 episodes a week is almost a full month of episodes. So if I can do that every week, I can definitely get y'all through at least May and or June. I don't know. We just got to see how I'm feeling. And then I have to decide if I'm going to always do makeup for you guys. Today, I'm recording 2 episodes today, and I did my makeup at 11 something this morning, and it is about to be 4 o'clock in the evening. So this means this makeup look just lasted 6 hours, and I'm hoping it lasts even longer because my husband is taking me out to dinner, and he knows I love me some Texas Roadhouse, and we have not had Texas Roadhouse in a minute. Okay, I just told my twin this morning, I said, Texas Roadhouse would be lucky if they don't see me coming into their doors with a hospital gown on after I give birth to get me that margarita kicker. That margarita with the kicker. Boy, that margarita, the strawberry margarita is always so good. On the rocks, don't give me no slushy margarita, okay? I don't want to get no brain freeze when I'm trying to get a little tipsy. Okay, but I do have to watch that, because they did say that I don't have to I don't have to pump and dump unless I get tipsy. Okay, so maybe one margarita, no kicker, because that kicker is just a shot in a tube flipped upside down in your margarita. Okay, so maybe no kicker the first time, maybe, because at this point I would have been 9 months without alcohol. So yeah, I'm definitely going to need a margarita with no kicker, because that's probably going to send me swirling. But yeah, I told my twin sister they will be lucky if they do not see me the night after I give birth. I'm going to be in there with my hospital gown, back wide open. Ma'am, no. Sit me at a table now with 10 buckets of them bread, of them rolls. I want 10 big old buckets, and then bring me a sack that I could take home and munch on. Because them Texas Roadhouse rolls, I don't know who be rolling them back there, but they be rolled and they be buttery and they be savory. Okay, I love me some Texas Roadhouse. But anyway, I just went on a whole rant. Shoot, now I'm hungry and I just ate. But anyway, we are here in another week that you guys are watching. The hair looks so good. I got another wig coming. I'm already putting together my hospital bag. I am doing the darn thing. Now, at this point in time, we are still in February. But by the time this episode comes out, we will be in March. So I should have all my hospital bag stuff prepared. Now, some people do say, you don't need anything at the hospital. Everything that you need will be at the hospital. But this is my first baby. I kind of want to be a little bit more
comfortable than whatever I need. I want some of the things that I want. Okay. So yeah, I bought my own hospital gown. So my back won't be open if I do go to Texas Roadhouse the night of my birth. Okay. But anyway, I bought my own hospital gown. I got me a little fan that'll hook on the bed, like the railing of the hospital bag. I got me a shower cap. I already ordered my going home outfit with my little slippers. I got me a new bag for the hospital, and I need to sell the bags that I have either like for $5 to $10. I don't even care. Get them out of my way. Ooh, Facebook Marketplace. Here we go. Here we come. Okay, that's where them bags about to be posted. Facebook Marketplace. But anyway, how are you guys doing? I hope you are having a wonderful day, week, and month. If you are not, what is one thing you can do to change the trajectory of your day, week, and or month? And if there's nothing that you can do, I need you to look deeper, because there is always something that you can do to change your day. Don't let something that took 5 minutes ruin your whole day. Don't let it ruin your whole week. Don't let it ruin your whole month. I live by that motto. I don't know when I heard that. I heard that like a long time ago. And ever since I started thinking about it, I was like, yeah, like I honestly will be like, one thing will happen and then my whole day, week, month, year is ruined. Why? Because I let some external factor have control over me and my emotions. Never again. So anytime my day is going bad, I will step away from whatever is going on, and I will just reaffirm myself. You are okay. This is not something that will last forever. You will get through this. And when you get on the other side of this, you will be better than when you approach the situation. So what is one thing that you can do to change the trajectory of your day, week, and or month? Okay, friends. Now, we're going to go ahead and hop into today's topic. I really hope that I can get like another episode out. I don't know if I will or not. And I said this on my last episode, which obviously was a week ago, that you guys would be listening to it. But if you hear like an sound going on, like, let me just give you like a play-by-play. If you hear that, that is my fan. Your girl doesn't have a fan in her room, so I definitely wanted to invest in that. But two, I do not be having time. I got my makeup on. I don't have any pores showing. No oil is seeping through. Like my makeup is so tea today. Y'all know I love the color pink. My favorite color is pink, and pink just agrees with me. I feel like if you have a favorite color, your favorite color better agree with your skin tone. Okay, if you don't have a light, like this light pink is super cute too. Like if I had this on, I'd be like a baby doll pink. But this pink right here, this is the shade of pink I love. Like anything in this pink or a little bit darker, a little bit more vibrant, I love it. But don't let it get too vibrant now, okay? Because the pinks that turn into like purples and stuff like that, no thank you. You can keep it. All right. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into today's episode. Today's episode is going to be about not entertaining ideas that you didn't originally agree with. And I say this to say, not every situation is going to be like this. Like, oh my gosh, I don't agree with that, so I'm not going to listen. Turn my head, cover my ears, and say la 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 la. I'm not saying like that, but if you deem it a situation and a topic and something worth hearing the other side of, definitely listen to it by all means. I'm saying in the sense of it is just so morally incorrect to you, because like I said, everybody's gonna have different morals. Okay, everyone's gonna have different morals, different viewpoints out on life, but if it is just completely against your morals, do not entertain somebody trying to explain why this happened or why they did this, because obviously you already didn't originally agree with it. So what's the point of listening to it if it was just so morally incorrect to you? Okay, so I say this because it's going to open your, like, if you are easily influenced, which I feel like a lot of people in this generation are, they don't have an original thought to come up with. Like, it's like their brains don't even work. But anyway, it's going to open if you're easily influenced and you know this about yourself, it's going to open your mind to thoughts that you didn't have originally, obviously because you didn't agree with it. because it doesn't match the bigger picture for you in your life. Okay, it's going to make you consider different things. We don't want that if it's morally incorrect to us, because based on what we hold meaningful and morally correct to us is what determines our environment and our outcomes in life, because our decisions are going to be based off what we find morally correct and incorrect. All right, it's also going to make you try to rationalize or make sense of somebody else's viewpoint or thought process, when that's not what we're here to do. If it's morally incorrect to you, what is the point of trying to rationalize it based on somebody else's viewpoint? We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that, because in order to rationalize somebody else's point that you already find morally incorrect, it's to it's to, I don't know. I don't want to say like our morals are always up here compared to everybody else's, but okay, if we are trying to moralize or rationalize somebody else's morals and the way that they think about something, we are actively diminishing our own morals and why we think something is held to this extent for ourselves. So do with that what you will, okay? If you want to try to start rationalizing other people's morals, and even though it goes against what you believe in and what you find as authentic and real to you, go ahead and do so. But just keep in mind that in the back of your head, the way that your mind is working is, okay, we're trying to rationalize this other person's morals and thought processes and why they did something. We are pushing our thought process and our morals behind theirs because we're trying to make theirs right. When you're trying to rationalize somebody else's thoughts, you are trying to prove a point that theirs is more correct or more accurate over your own. All right. So in that same instance, you may end up changing your mind on certain stances that you have or certain beliefs that you hold. And this can come with serious consequences depending on the situation. All right. There are going to be some consequences or some things that aren't as strong or aren't as severe as others, depending on the situation. But you never know that what morals you hold are keeping you safe from certain things in other people's lives, or certain things that people bring to you that you say, oh no, I'm not going to do that. That goes against, who I am and what I stand for. But once you start standing for, or you don't even know what you start standing for, because once you get confused and your morals are all conflicted, there are going to be situations that you don't know which way is right and which way is wrong, which way is up and which way is down. So you have to start deciding, okay, what morals am I going to stick to that I'm not going to allow anybody else to depict or to sway me, unless I come across a situation in my own time that causes me to change my stance. I'd rather that be the reason I change my stance than listening to somebody else from the other side portray something that I already don't agree with, right? Like, I'd rather go through a certain situation, come across things on my own that make me change my stance because of the way that I'm living. Our seasons are always going to fluctuate. And I know a lot of people may or may not agree with me on that, because I heard it before and I still do believe it. Like I said, this is in certain situations. It may not be as severe in this case as it is this case. And I always think that you should definitely be somebody who learns from somebody else's mistakes. Like, you actively watch this person like go through something dramatic where it could have been avoided, but they didn't see how to avoid it, but you did. Okay, yes, learn that lesson from somebody else's mistake. But I'm not saying that, if somebody is trying to help you avoid a mistake, do X, Y, and No, I am saying, based on the situation, you have to deem what is severe to you and what is not severe to you. You have to depict what is something that I am willing to take somebody else's word on or consider somebody else's word on, and what am I more so inclined to just, it has to happen to me. I have to be put in that situation for me to understand what I would do, right? Or if this is something that I would falter on, right? Because that's how I'm thinking of it. Like, anytime that I hear or see something, like either on a podcast or TikTok or Instagram, if I see something that automatically goes against what I stand for, swipe. What is the point of entertaining the idea of the other faction, if I already know that I don't stand for it, if I already know that I don't like it. Now, if it comes down to me being placed in that same scenario and I still choose my morals, then so be it. But if it comes down to me being in that same situation and I go a different route, how did that outcome work out for me? Because some people will go, oh, well, I heard so and so say, but I just knew it. And now look at you, messed up because you was so adamant. You was so keen on rationalizing the other side's purpose and viewpoints that you didn't even stick to what you knew was true to you. And your consequences, your outcome is now different because you went with somebody else's that you didn't even know, that you didn't even think is something that mattered to you. It's not something that you hold near and dear to your life. It's not something that was immoral and was like clear right and wrong to you. It wasn't clearly right to pick this path, but you picked it because somebody else influenced you with that idea. Somebody else influenced you with a story that just was so near and your consequences will follow what you do, what you choose to do, what you pick to do, what you decide in this life. I feel like a lot of people like to judge and, point fingers like, oh, well, this person made me. Well, I only did it because this person. They said something. They spoke. They put the information out there. But what did you do? You internalized it, memorized it, and when the situation came to you, you did what they would have done and not what you truly would have done if this was something that you didn't hear to begin with. So don't let people alter your morals, okay? I feel like morals are so important and they're based on how we grew up and who we surround ourselves by, because anybody that you keep in your circle, you will definitely learn a lesson from, whether it's a good lesson of, oh, this person, or it's a bad lesson of, oh, this is why I don't keep these type of people in my circle, my life, so I don't know. Like I said, I can't go into specifics really. This is just something that I came up with on the brink of my mind. And I was just like, well, it's just so vague because I can't tell you what to do in every situation. It's always going to be different. I can't tell you, oh, well, if somebody is trying to give you some advice and it's against your morals, like, don't take it. If it's something that you're actively listening to and you think, oh, well, yeah, I've never thought about it from that point of view. If it honestly makes you wonder, makes you question, maybe that's a good thing, because then you could kind of solidify, are my morals this way because of X? Or have I just been arrogant or, ignorant to the possibility of my morals being this way because why? So I don't know, once you get into different situations that question your moralities and the things that you believe in and the things that you hold as, boundaries and standards for yourself to live up by, if you got other people questioning it and they got you questioning it, maybe you do need to question it and figure out, why do you hold these standards? Why do you hold these boundaries? Because that's the only thing that's going to set certain things in place and in motion for you. Because if you got other people questioning it and you cannot answer their questions or just tell them this, I believe this because of X, Y, and Z, and you're starting to falter, maybe they aren't things that you hold near and dear because of a certain reason. Maybe it's just because you adopted them from somebody else. Because that's another thing. We can adopt morals that we don't even fully agree with because we don't even know what the heck they're about, right? So, like I said, if you are easily influenced, do not listen to the other side's rationalities when it comes to them trying to rationalize why they have the certain morals that they have. If you are easily influenced and somebody gives you, or you take on a certain moral that your favorite influencer, that your favorite YouTuber, that your favorite singer, that your favorite this, that your favorite that holds, what part does that play in your life? Because once you deem it as a moral, you're deeming it super significant to who you are as a person and your identity, that it changes the way that you think about certain situation and it changes the way that you go about making certain decisions in your life. So if you're easily influenced in either one of those ways, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I just want you to have soundproof morals that you're like, these are my morals because they keep me safe in this point of view. These are my morals because this is what has held up for me in these type of situations when I've been down and out and nobody else was here around me to keep me up and keep me sane, or hold me accountable, or keep me going, push me forward, keep me accountable, this, that, and like, if your morals are not doing that for you and you're just holding them because, oh, well, this person said so, or this person has the same morals. We have morals for different reasons. I'd rather you have reasons for this side than the other side. All right. So yeah, you guys, I think that's all I wanted to talk about today. I think I'm going to go lay down for a little bit. So I don't know if you guys will get a third episode out of me today. I mean, I may push myself, I may push myself because I'm trying to stay consistent and I'm trying to get you guys as far as possible in my podcast journey by the time I have my baby. I'm like, I still want to post podcast episodes. I may need a break. I don't know. And then it's like, if you record enough on the front end, when you do need that break, you can take it because you already recorded in advance. I don't know. I'm already up here, you guys. I try to bait myself during the week. I turned this fan off and I thought that was the best idea ever. And then I just started talking and I found out it wasn't the best idea. But what was I even saying? Pregnancy brain. Once I start talking about something, it's best that I don't stop talking about it until I finish the thought, because then I will forget. But let me see. Oh, I try to bait myself to record after work, I only did that once. Like, I've baited myself upstairs and I actually sat down and recorded an episode. And then as I was getting ready the next morning for work, I was like, okay, let me leave this up here. Because if I leave this up here, when I get off of work, I'll have to come up here and then I'll be like, okay, well, I'm already up here, so let me record. I try to bait myself so much, but Thursday and Friday, it did not happen. Wednesday, I got an episode out of myself Wednesday. So we'll see how much I record throughout the week. I mean, if I go above and beyond 3 episodes a week, that's amazing, because then that's, a full month of episodes that I can kind of plan out in advance. And it makes it so easy for me because I'm not rushing against time to make sure I'm posting the audio by 8 a.m. on Tuesday Central Standard Time, and the visual Wednesdays, 5 p.m. Central Standard Time only on YouTube. I don't know. I'm so goofy sometimes, but yeah, it keeps me like ahead of the game. I don't have to rush. I don't have to, oh my gosh, I have to hurry up and post this because I'm supposed to post it in like 5 minutes, and then the audio don't want to work, or this don't want to transfer, or this don't want to post. So many things happen when you wait to the last minute. It's like, if you would have just done this ahead of time, if this would have popped up, then it wouldn't be a big deal opposed to you trying to do it 5 minutes before it's supposed to air. So get back on your game, okay? But hopefully in the next couple weeks, like, I will have a different wig on here. I just love this wig. This wig is so beautiful. I got some new products that I want to try out on it. So we'll see how it reacts to that. But I love me a good no part wig, no lace wig, because then I don't have to worry about anything being too super duper flat and not bulky here and not bulky there. And oh my gosh, I can see your lace. Oh, I could detect the lace. No, just give me a headband wig. I'm gonna slap it on, put a headband over it, and keep it going, because it just comes with like a generic, black headband, which is perfectly fine, because I can buy me headbands and then customize it based on whatever outfit I'm wearing. Because today I just wore obviously my black sweatshirt, some jeans, my black Uggs, and then my pink Michael Kors satchel that my husband bought for me for Valentine's Day one year. So that's fine with me. I don't want nobody to be like, oh, I can see your lace. Well, baby, I'm wearing a wig. This don't even look like mine. Anyway, but yeah, I got so motivated from, let me see, a podcast that I was listening to, and she was like, I record about 5 episodes a day when it's my pod day. Like, I record 5 episodes. It really gets me through the whatevers, and it puts me ahead of schedule, and I just try to make sure I got it scheduled to come out. And I really took notice to that, because I was like, oh my gosh, if I set up a day out of my week where I tell myself, okay, this is how many episodes I'm going to record, I would be set up for success instead of going like, oh, okay, well, if I'm not tired, I'll record here. And if I have time, I'll record there. And oh, well, let me go ahead and plan to record Saturday. But oh, Saturday, I'm too tired. And then I end up not recording and this, that, and the third. So it's just, if I just be intentional. That was something that I was very fond of last year. If I am just intentional with what I am doing and when I am doing it, everything else will fall into place. So I took notice to that. It reminded me that if you are going to do something, do it with intention. Nothing I put on my platform is done without intention. So why would recording be any different? So yeah, hopefully I can get 3 episodes done today. I really do hope so. It just depends on how I'm feeling. Honestly, I feel good. I feel in high hopes. At this point, I've recorded 3 TikTok episodes. I do need to go edit. And at this point, with this last episode or this episode that I'm recording now, this will make 2 podcast episodes. So that's 2 weeks and a week's worth of TikToks because I post every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Routine, trying to be consistent, and becoming consistent means creating a routine that keeps you on that path. Okay. But anyway, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Hopefully I wasn't all over the place. Sometimes I do get all over the place, and the ones that understand me and can keep track will keep track. Okay. Sometimes I have that ADHD conversation where I'm over here and then over there and but I genuinely love who I am as a person. And I just hope that it doesn't take me too long to get my pink back after having my baby girl. People's mothers say that like they're just so down in the dump and they don't feel like their pink is back, like they're pretty, they're confident, they're all of that is back like immediately right after, which obviously your body just went through a completely and utter crazy change with delivering a baby. And your mind, it says your mind changes after having a baby like completely. So I wonder who I will be after Miss Kalia Renee graces the world with her presence. I really wonder who I will be, and I hope I'm still fun, lively, young, and yeah, I just hope that I'm still me in a way that doesn't completely look different. If it's different, I want it to be in a good way. Okay, not like, oh my gosh, what happened to her? She had a kid and she became a bitch. Oh my goodness. No, yeah, I really do hope that's not me, because some people would just be, ooh, oh my gosh, you're a mother? I wonder who you were before that. Were you like this before you had kids or after? Which one, sweetie? Answer. I'm just playing. But anyway, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here because I've made this episode longer than it needs to be. We finished talking about our topic a while ago. So why am I still talking? Save that for the next episode. But anyway, I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope to see you in next week's episode. Peace out.
Thank you for tuning in to the Pretty Confident Podcast. Remember, confidence isn't about perfection. It's about embracing who you truly are. So until next time, stay bold, stay authentic, and stay pretty confident. Peace out.